Sam, put the Ducati down.
Oh, I really want to build one. Welcome
to
Mint
Customs.
Okay, so in this episode we finished the TOXICO Tracker for a surprise present for Jez's wife.
It looks excellent. She'll love that. But first, we take a trip to the UK's biggest motorcycle show.
We'll drop you off by the taxi rank.
Love you!
I don't want to be you.
Alright,
I'll stop to go back.
thank you.
Okay, so we've come up to the NEC to Motorcycle Live. As you can see over my shoulder, we've got our Ducati Street Tracker here. We've been voted into the top 4 to be featured in their Ace Builds showcase, and then the public have been able to vote which is their favourite. So fingers crossed, we might even come out on top.
You see the 4 machines to either side of me. Right, well, the Ace Build Custom Motorcycle Showcase, that's what it's called. This was an initiative launched by Motorcycle Live in August. We began the search for the best hand-built and or customised bikes in the UK. Steady now, I know it's exciting. The way that the winner has been decided is a little bit different. We've had a jerry can out the front of each. You've probably seen it, you might have had a go. A jerry can out the front of each with a bucket full of washers, and if you fancied that bike, you put a washer in that jerry can. So it's all been pretty fair and voted for by the show-going public in the end. But remember, these 4 bikes are the 4 bikes that were voted the best out of about 350. So they're all winners. Drum roll, please. And your winner is Phil Price with the yellow XS750 Virago PP2.
So we didn't win, but we had an awesome day. So thanks Motorcycle Live. Well done to all the finalists and the winner. It was so cool to see the Mint Customs bike on the main stage at such a big show.
So in the last episode, we started turning the CCM Supermoto into a flat tracker. So we've now got the frame back from powder coat and the tank and seat unit back from paint.
What do we do now?
We've got 2 days to finish this build before Jez comes to pick it up, so we've got lots of work to get on with.
Engine mount on the bike, we'd spend about 2 hours trying to get it out in one piece. There was no way that we could actually do it. In the end, we did have to cut it off. Thinking quite easy to find a new rear engine mount for one of these bikes. There's plenty of them out there, there's plenty of them being broke. Did some research into trying to find a new engine mount. Nobody anywhere. It was then a matter of actually having to rescue this rear engine mount, reassemble it, hone it out for a new bolt, rejig it, re-weld it, and refit it.
Oh yes.
Here she comes. And we're lined up. She's almost here. That'll do us. Definitely warmer in here than it is out there. What's this?
The Ducati, Samuel.
For such a simple build,
Yeah,
why was this bike giving us so much grief?
I don't know, the bike fought us all the way. Just starting with having to fabricate a new subframe because the new subframe wasn't going to work, plus it was rotten, and then the swing arm being seized in, and the speedo drive, and all sorts. This bike, the electrics, absolutely battered us all the way. Wasn't a massive budget on this build, so the amount of time that we spent trying to get it finished way outweighed the budget. But we did get it done. I actually really like the way it's turned out.
I really like this build. I'm into trackers myself anyway. I've got a couple. You've probably seen the Ducati tracker we did before anyway. And I also race flat tracks, so yeah, it's totally up my street. The stance of the bikes turned out really well, and we were thinking about adjusting the suspension and things with the heights and everything else.
I think we were going to shorten the front forks and stuff like that, but the way the bike actually sat was perfectly all right.
It wouldn't be brilliant actually as a track bike, but yeah, on the road for what it's designed for, as a street tracker, it's absolutely perfect. Feels great, it's agile, and it just looks the business.
Are we building a Ducati?
Sam! Get away from the Ducatis!
Like it though?
It looks excellent. You'll love that. See this, Nicky? This is all for your fucking Christmas present. And you thought I was a cheapskate. Well, I am. But what a lot of effort. And this is what I meant by documented. And now you can laugh. Ha ha. Know what I mean?
We did hear back from Jez after the bike was delivered for Christmas. It was done for a Christmas present, and luckily for us, Nicky loves the bike, which is a bonus.
Are we building a Ducati?
Sam, calm down.
In summary, great build, really good fun to do. Really glad it's out of the workshop.
What is happening with that bike?
What do you mean? It's done.
So we're definitely building a Ducati?
Ask your father.
Alistair said to ask you if we're finishing a Ducati soon.
Really? Ask him.
Dad said to ask you.
Oh, for goodness sake, Sam, can you stop?
Dad, when are we starting the Ducati?
Shut up!
So we are going to finish the Ducati in the next episode.
Action.
What do I think of the Toxico Tracker? I need to think about what I think of the Toxico Tracker first.
yeah.
I like it. I think it's cool. It's cool as fuck.
Cheers. Well, coming well, man. Uncle for my bike.
Surely we can build a Ducati, can't we?
Maybe.
Really, really, really crumbling.
Tea?
That's what a biscuit's supposed to do. What? Double dunk. You can double dunk a rich tea. Go on then. And again.
Oh, I got lucky.
So the Ducati is happening. It will be episode 4. So stay tuned.